Guys, I'm with Mr. Bob Dhillon. We are at San Jose Gurdwara. Um, Mr. Dhillon, first of all, thank you so much for doing this. I want to Sasrikal will explain exactly what that means later, but thank you guys so much for joining us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two parts. First, we're going to, talk about Mr. Bob Dhillon. I want you to introduce him to you guys. I think, he has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge that a lot of you guys can learn from. And the second half, we're going to keep it very basic, talk about Sikhi, a little more Sikhism 101, and give you guys a nice little tour of the Gurdwara, San Jose Gurdwara. Mr. Dhillon, his team, the community put so much work into this, and I believe the story should be told. But before we go into that, I want to introduce you, Mr. Bob Dhillon. Uncle G, thank you so much for joining us. So I wanted to give you guys a little background. Uncle G, first of all, school. Well, let's go way back. Grew up in India. Came when you were 17?
Yeah. I came when I was 17-year-old to US.
Okay.
I finished equivalent to high school for the 12 years, which is actually 10 years of high school, 2 years of college prep.
Mm-hmm. My Tosha Chacha from Jalandhar just joined us right now. Tosha Chacha ji, Sat Shri Akal. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of Parent Uncle Ji, where exactly were you from? For those who don't know, where in Punjab?
Rajasthan, district Ganganagar.
District Ganganagar.
A lot of people know that as Bikaner division of India used to be.
Wonderful.
So, but there are a lot of Rajasthanis in the San Jose right now. But when I came, there were not that many.
And then for them on Facebook, hopefully they can hear us. If we could just do our best, Uncle G, I should have mic'd you up one day. Yeah. So just to go on that, so typical American dream. We're so lucky. Uncle G, you came here for the first time, went to San Jose State University?
No, actually, I came to Idaho, Moscow.
Oh, wow.
University of Idaho, Moscow. Which weather over there is really, really different than
Yes.
I was used to.
Than the Bay.
Yeah. So I came to California to work in the summer and never went back.
They loved it, right? Yeah. I was telling my wife's from Elk Grove. When we go to Yuba, right? Yuba just had their Jalous.
Yeah.
I'll say, why did so many people, you think, choose Sacramento, choose San Jose? But if you look at like Yuba City and you look at Punjab's weather,
yeah. The weather is the same.
Identical, right? So we feel at home. A lot of, when we think back to Cesar Chavez, a lot of people forget, a lot of Filipinos did a lot of farm work, often forgot of. You came in the summer just for hard farm work as well. A lot of Sikhs were farmers, right, from the very beginning.
It was easy to get a job. Plus, I came from a farm, so I knew the farming. So
100%.
That just came naturally.
Absolutely. And then where did you go first? What town? Delano has a lot. All of Central Valley.
Yuba City.
Yuba City.
Yeah,
okay.
Yuba City.
Yuba City is where you got first.
Yeah.
And then how did you end up at San Jose State?
Then one of my friends used to be in San Luis Obispo, and then he transferred over here to San Jose. And so I did the same.
Okay. And that's when you finally got your first taste of school since, right? And you study business administration?
I initially was in engineering.
Okay.
So I took industrial technology degree, but the name was also changed to industrial administration.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What made you choose that? Farm boy to industrial.
Industrial engineering was kind of an interest to me right from the beginning. part-time studies and all that.
Mm.
So I thought from the perspective of getting a job back in India.
Mm.
India was getting industrialized, so I figured I should do industrial engineering.
It's bound to happen, right?
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. I love it.
But did not know that I would never go back to India.
Well, now our job is to visit, right? Visit and do it for fun. And then you did continue your education. Went
Yeah.
into
Yeah, then I went into MBA. Got MBA from Santa Clara University.
this is 1973.
Yeah.
And did you follow the same pursuit there at Santa Clara? Oh, that was the MBA was business.
Business. That was
Business.
totally business industry.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then for those Silicon Valley entrepreneurs who don't know, then you started working for, I want to say it correctly, is it Amdal Corporation?
Amdal.
Amdal. And were they a subsidy of IBM or?
No. The Gene Amdahl quit IBM and started his own company, and it was supposed to be the fastest computer, faster than what he had done it at IBM.
Amdal's Law. So it was Gene. It was Gene.
It was Gene Amdahl.
I looked that up and I put question mark. Was it Gene Amdal's Law? Because Wikipedia, that Amdal's Law, you'll see. I have no credentials to talk about it, but it basically talks about latency and being able to do one operation at 10 times the speed. Am I correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't remember those kind of statistics.
It's nice.
But it was a very fast computer compared with what used to be at IBM.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I mean, some of the computers that we used to design that biggest computer
Mm-hmm.
is actually now our iPhones are more powerful
Right.
than those computers.
Memory's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I remember seeing a picture, I think it was 1950s, but it was like 1 gigabyte something of an IBM, and they're literally taking it, loading it off a truck. It's like this big for a capacity so small. So it would just
be this room size
right.
computer.
Yes. And now things are getting nano, smaller. If you're just joining us, we're Mr. Bob Dhillon. I wanted to introduce you guys to him, and then the second half we'll give you a tour of San Jose Gurdwara. I'm grateful that Mr. Dhillon kind of took us under his wing, and the main goal in that second half is going to be just to try to educate, give you guys value for those who don't know about Sikhi. A lot to say on that, but let's finish up with Mr. Dhillon. I know there's some type of knowledge, some type of much wisdom that he can give to you, and that I'm looking forward to as well. So then you become a Roman. My thing of I was working for a solid state drive company, SSD memory, which is kind of the second after hard drives. I'm sure you're aware. For 5 years, traveled the world, was their spokesperson, and then, as I was explaining to you earlier, then naturally got into real estate and helping the parents out, and now a realtor as well. You were, sir, and continue to be a very successful realtor for about 25 years. Is that correct?
Exactly.
What made you kind of transition after Amdal? Did he eventually sell his company, or?
No, it went public.
Nice.
When it went public, I made a little bit of money.
Nice.
And so with that, real estate around me, the home that I had bought
Timing
was very much appreciating.
Mm-hmm.
And so interest in that. So real estate, I got interested in real estate. And after quitting Amdal, I just got full time into real estate.
And now you had that chunk from Amdal going public. Why not utilize this in the best way I can for myself, my family, my future, right?
Right. That's what I did.
Wonderful. And then we have a whole different range of audiences. I have a lot of cousins in Vancouver who are not major home builders, but small home builders. I think it's important to give value, be transparent. So then I think most realtors do end up becoming, they know the trade so much, small home builders. You kind of went on after that, or did you do it simultaneously? Started to
No, after buying and selling and selling to the clients,
serving others, yeah.
serving others, and then I got interested in building from scratch.
Mm.
So finding the land that was part of the real estate,
Mm.
and then my nephew got a partner with me, and we started building homes here, 2 homes here and 3 homes here.
Mm.
You know,
Two different worlds.
yeah,
Being a realtor, actually building.
yeah, and building, but then selling. So that was still the
You
real
still have to
estate.
have that, yeah, after
Right,
being built.
right.
For and you've been doing that for quite a while now. Any piece of advice you can give for, let's say, right? Like I give you an example. My cousins in Vancouver who are doing the same thing. They're building 3 houses at a time, brand new models, reselling. From your experience, any type of advice that you can give to them? Get a nephew, make him do everything.
If you need to understand the market,
Right.
what it would eventually sell for. So you need to know the market, and obviously you need to know how much it's going to cost you to build. So
Mm.
if you build it quickly, then you come out okay. Sometimes the building cycle is too long,
Mm.
and the market changes in the meantime. Then you can get stuck with the home that you built, and you thought you would make a lot of profit, but
You don't,
actually
right?
don't.
And that was actually going to be my next question: is how important is time management and budget in that situation? And you just answered it.
It is
It's
very
everything.
important. Yeah, it is.
Uh, Mr. Bundle, Jaden's brother Cam just joined us. Jaden actually gave me your phone number, so thank you to him. Dad put him on that, so wonderful. As we were talking about that, you served some time. The list goes on. You should see on his resume the amount of commissions, the amount of selfless service that he's done. Eastside Union High School District, and then you were also on many different commissions. So the biggest advice you talked about appreciation. I know you're not a financial expert analyst. What are your thoughts about the way that things are going on? Right? They say you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. Steve Jobs would say, and all those concerned people are, we're getting appreciation. 2000 crash, 2008 crash. We're almost long overdue for those worried.
It's really, I don't think in this valley you can call that a crash, but it is a
True.
pause. And values have been going up, and they will continue to go up because there are lots of jobs in the valley, and people are moving in. By 2040, the predictions are that population is going to double.
Right.
And land is very scarce, and so planning has been to growing vertically rather than sprawling, because the sprawl costs lots of money
Well said.
for the services.
Mm-hmm. And you're 100% right. I'm totally wrong in that. I wouldn't say crash. I would say correct, right? A correction that's going to occur. And then to Uncle G's point was, when you're crash or not, up or down, I'd rather be in the bay, right?
Yeah.
Be in the center of everything where you can rebound from those type of
lots of jobs, and people want to move in.
Right. I can agree more. So now the questions, just some random life questions. I asked you one. To switch from the builders, one piece of advice for realtors. Two completely different worlds. There's still the service, like you said. You still have to sell it. Looking back, if you can give one piece of advice for anybody who's starting out, a real estate agent, they say more than 80% fail in their first year or give up.
Yeah.
invaluable
so
experience.
my advice, anybody who wants to get into real estate service business, you really have to focus on the service. Uh, what a lot of people do is they worry about the paycheck.
Mm.
They were used to getting every week,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't. They worry too much about that whether this escrow is going to close or not, whether I'm going to get paid or not.
Right.
So if you focus on the service itself,
And the client,
then
yeah.
everything works out. But if you try to change strategies to close it faster because you want a paycheck,
Chasing the money.
chasing the money, it doesn't work. So you really need to focus on the job that you're supposed to do for your clients.
I love it. The
yeah.
service.
Sometimes you spend a lot of time, but you don't make any money.
Mm.
But still, you need to make them happy. So they refer you to other friends and relatives. That's the only way to build up real estate business.
100% referral business.
Yeah, it is not a one-shot deal anybody should look at.
And that's the thing. Everybody wants the shortcut,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The easy answer. I want to go to real estate because I'll make a lot of money. I want to do it. They expect it to be a walk in the park. I've had a few top producers on this show, and they 100% agree as well. It's funny what happens when you give selfless service and you put others first, right? It's amazing what could happen, and that's what really made me go into it.
I never considered myself a salesman.
Yeah.
A lot of people are very, very pushy and they sell hard. I was a very soft seller.
Yeah.
So I try to fill the need of the people. Sometimes, I try to give them according to more my thought than their own thought, which was a mistake.
Mm.
But so you need to listen to the client and understand their need and just fill their need.
Focus on their need, their goal, right? And you're saying mistake was that you sometimes your thought you want to be honest, transparent with them, even if it goes against their needs. But at the end of the day, their need. Looking back,
more from my perspective that this is you shouldn't do this, you should do this. So, but
at the end of the day, you got to make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
Right. That's a tough fine line, I'm sure. And that's what I've been struggling with is I think playing the long game, the long run, they'll respect me more later if I'm honest, and transparent.
Yeah.
But in the moment, again, at the end of the day, customer is king, right? And you have to almost, and that's the thing is, even if you know what's wrong, you want to warn them if they're family, you have to be able to say, okay, my job is to serve you, I'm going to serve you, but I'm just telling you, right? My thoughts.
Right.
I think that was great advice. We're almost there, actually. So another one is, this one will make you laugh, is you can go back in time machine, you're 25 years old, you get to see Bob Dylan, looking at Bob Dylan, what do you tell him? What advice? Invest in Facebook.
My friends gave me my name to be Bob Dylan is because he's a very popular singer at the time. He still is very popular. And because of the difficulty of pronouncing my full name, Bhupinder.
That's my wife's name.
They said, that is?
Yes, yeah. Oh. It's a unisex name. Guys and girls have Bhupinder and Milkan.
Yeah, right. So they figured I should be called Bob. I said, okay.
I like it. It's tough. But going back to the time machine, you're looking at Bob Dylan. You go back in time. You're 25 years old. If you can tell yourself one piece of advice, what would it be for the future?
What other one mistake I did was I learned real estate totally on my own by doing it. I became, because I was a college graduate, I could get a broker's license directly.
Mm.
And I thought, now I figured that was a mistake. It took me longer to learn the ropes on my own, with my own experience, than if I had joined some real estate firm and worked initially with them and then start my own company.
That's amazing advice. Some of the brokers are watching this. As I was trying to wrap my head around everything, I saw one big thing was, and with Apne they can understand. Again, they're following the money, right? I could start off. I can go with my uncle who's a broker in Tracy. He'll do 50-50. Why not go with him? Forget about Keller Williams. They want much less commission. Again, you're following that, but I told myself, no, who's the best? Just Keller Williams, Los Gatos for me, and to not be in a hurry and understand that after 2 years, if I went with whatever uncle, when I'm a broker on my own, what type of skills have I learned? What knowledge do I have to now start my own business? The answer would be zero. So I think that's great advice, and I was kind of glad it took so long because I'd rather take less pay, and then now when I'm out on my own, I've acquired the training, the skills at a place like Keller Williams, Los Gatos, where they're the best of the best. They have mentor programs, and there's less money. But again, are you concerned about the money, or do you want the knowledge and skills of that?
You need the knowledge in order to make more money. So you can, by working with others, you can gain that knowledge faster.
And one thing that again answers my next question, I would say, how was a failure or apparent failure set you up for later success, or do you have a favorite failure of yours? I think that was probably what you would tell yourself, right?
Yeah.
Don't go direct to broker. Nowadays, the only way you can do that, before your time, it was if you had a bachelor's, you can become straight direct broker. Now it's the only way to jump that is if you are an attorney. If you have you pass the bar. They update the rules all the time. I'm sure you're aware. So basically, if you pass the bar, Kelly Chaudhary is an attorney. When she starts, she can go right into becoming a broker. She doesn't have to do the 2 years. The only other way is if in undergrad you had some type of real estate specific major.
Yeah, there are certain real estate courses they had to be taken.
Correct, for the first 2 years, yep.
Yeah. Yep. And a college degree, then you could go directly for a broker. I'm not up to date what are the latest requirements right now.
Got it. So we got three more. The one thing is, before I asked about the Indian athletes, I wanted to ask you, what was the most worthwhile investment you made? And it could be an investment of money, time, or energy, or some other resource. Looking back, and how did you decide to make that? I know I'm throwing some tough ones at you.
I think time-wise, some people want to take a shortcut, but I think a college degree
your education
is important. It may seem it's not directly applicable to what you're doing, but it gives you the confidence and
the base.
So your base is and you are confident about what you're doing, and so that was well worth spending several years just to get a degree. And MBA degree was another. My ambition was that maybe I will get into management because of the MBA degree. And
in the 9 to 5 corporate world, management.
Yeah. Okay. So I did get into management, but it wasn't totally because of that degree. And then in the corporate world, I didn't stay very long. So, became my own broker. So
two completely different worlds, right?
Yeah.
That was at the very top of my list. Was there's some kids are doing that, and then there's some kids who are in the startup world, right? 9 to 5 corporate, kind of like Amdal was.
Yeah.
That was completely different from that. I was going to ask you if you had any advice from that with the startups, but at that point you were just following Amdal. He left IBM. You're gonna leave IBM.
Yeah. I was just by joining AMDA at the time was strictly to get a job.
Right.
That was the job available.
First one since being in the farming fields. Right? Oh, you had just finished San Jose State.
Yeah,
you were back
after
from
finishing
Yuba.
San Jose State, I was going to
Santa Clara
University, and so that was just to get a job. But the environment in a startup is different than some of the structured old companies.
Right.
And so.
How so? More fast paced?
It's more fast paced, most informal. It's not that much bureaucracy.
Yeah. More on the line though too. More risk.
And it's just if you can do, you can get a job. And it's not, you have to have this degree in order to get this job. It's not that kind of thing.
Wonderful. So this is kind of switching gears. There's no right answer to this, but I just want from you and your personal opinion. I've done a lot of case studies on this. Of why do you feel that, as far as Indians, I told you about. I played basketball and was an athlete, but I've always wondered in my mind, why do we not see as many, not just in India, but even in here, as many Indian pro athletes, Olympic athletes, and again, there's no right answer, but I just wanted to get your thoughts, knowing you grew up there.
I think not enough athletes, good athletes in India. That's just, you can blame the system's corruption.
Corruption, yep, that was number one.
But why not enough athletes in U.S.? I think that the Punjabi community, Indian community is only still first generation. Now it's becoming a second generation. In the second generation, we will have a lot of athletes.
I love it.
Because
I agree.
People who were not born here, they were more focused on
surviving, putting food on the table,
and making money and buying homes.
Yep, I agree. And the parents in that way, right? I completely agree. And in my case study, it was number one, corruption. If you're looking back at India, 40% of, when you look at India as a whole, even second most populated country in the world, 40% is still in poverty.
Yeah.
Right? And
even the athletes beyond high school, you have to have some influence in order to get up there. And so
I think that's going to be on us too.
Yeah.
Guys like first generation who are out there. Like I know some martial artists who've done very well, and now they're holding their camps and opening up their gyms in Vancouver to do the same and offer that base, right? And I think we did pretty good. Thank you for your patience on that. Now, before we start walking and talking, let's talk about where we were at. For those who don't know, the largest Gurdwara in North America, square footage wise. I remember the old Quimby Gurdwara. I spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
A lot of football and basketball back there, and people, when they see this, eventually they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't imagine what was that journey like. Obviously, we had a huge team behind us. 85 that opened?
85, yeah, it opened in 85.
And so how did things get to where we are now?
Well, actually, 85 we incorporated it, then 87 we had that one little church that we bought on White Road. And a year later, then we got on to Quimby, and 2.5 acres, then another 2.5 acres.
Where was the church? The one that you guys bought before that?
The one
before Quimby was a White Road.
White and Quimby, that still is there. Church of God.
Yes. It's is it across from Carl's Jr.? Is it more of a I think Vietnamese type church there? So that's where it originally was.
No. It's on.
Further to the right,
north of
behind Walgreens.
North of Quimby.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It's behind the Walgreens. It's more of a
Yeah.
family type place. That's pretty big.
Right.
Oh, and then that's attached to the back fence of. Now I got it.
Yeah.
So
It
when
was
you
half an acre.
first,
Half acre, and it was, I think, 1,200 or 1,500 square feet
okay,
building.
yeah, that wasn't too big at all.
Yeah.
And then obviously, but the community was small then as well,
The community was small, but as soon as we had a place to assemble,
right?
community started growing, and the community started showing interest. So there was bought for $440,000.
That's what it's about. I have a photo, I think it was 1912 or 1915, of Stockton Gurdwara. And people think, we all came in the 70s, but we were here a long time in the Bay.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing when I get to see that. So, okay, obviously not an easy road.
Yeah.
Not an easy road.
So because I was in real estate, that was one of the reasons that we did not stay at Quimby Road. We had a plan to build on that 5 acre that we finally had accumulated on Quimby Road,
Where you're at there.
where the Gurdwara was. And because I was in real estate, I was just looking for whatever is available for sale. So I ran into this 40-acre parcel, and for about the same price that we had paid for 2 of those parcels was available. So immediately I proposed to the board that we should not build on that 5 acre, we should build on this 40 acre.
Which might take longer, but you can wait it out, right? You got all the time in the world.
Eventually we will have a better
And population's going to go up.
population.
Community's going to grow.
And most of Punjabi Sikhs, they came from, they love land, so they can see the value. Why not buy 40 acres for the same price that we can sell? We bought 5 acres for.
Oh, wow.
So
Interesting.
the only reason this 40 acre was available for that price because of the housing moratorium they had put in this area.
Okay.
And so quickly, the question was how to make this deal happen. They had not even paid fully for that 5 acres.
The current, yeah.
So then we came up with a scheme to borrow money, not have people donate, but borrow money from them at 8%, 9%.
Got it.
Interest rate.
Interest to them,
So
okay.
whatever they were making in their savings account, we will guarantee them that much return on their money. So we borrowed a lot of money, almost $2 million. So
all community funded. That's what I love.
yeah. So then we were able to close escrow on this, and we were still occupying Quimby Road.
For the people, by the people, and now your focus is the second half, just building.
Yeah. Then it was
Planning.
the question of building, and the God was really helpful. There was a lot of resistance in getting it built here, and during that time, that 5 acre property was appreciating. We bought it for $2.2 million, or 2.1 actually. And
what year was this at the
we
time?
were able to sell it for $10 million.
Are we in the 2000s yet? We're close to late 90s.
Yeah, no. From late 90s, we are all the way up to, we had closed the escrow, and then we had fought the lawsuits that we had between 95 and 99.
I remember going through that Mount Pleasant area, and I had moms of my friends. They didn't know I'm Sikh, and just hearing them say, they're trying to build a Muslim mosque there or something, that big thing. I said, actually, I'm Sikh. It's actually a Gurdwara. But what changed for her, and she was probably pushing harder than anything, was we educated. right? And as we start to take this walk, that's what I want the main focus to be is, I believe, I always put it everywhere, education is the key to the change of perception. And the only way you're going to change the way people think, right? And remember the 2,000 days of people assuming we were Muslim, and my grandfather who's in there now walking around being, afraid. But before I go on that tangent, I want you to be able to finish your journey, the story.
Anyway, we had taken a loan on that other land, $2.5 million loan on the community road land, and so with that money we started to grade the land here to build the first two floors.
Now is Gurdwara Road.
Yeah. Now Brisbane Avenue became a Gurdwara Avenue. Yeah.
Wow, how far you come, right? And how long would you say from the first grading to inception and the doors opening?
We opened up in 2004.
Yes.
First 3 buildings we opened up in 2004. So it took, good 5 years to build.
For what you guys created, it wasn't too bad, right? I put one question down, as you never know who's watching. It could be somebody in Australia who's trying to build a Gurdwara themselves, and it feels so good for them to hear you guys talk about your journey. What is some advice you would give to them? It took you guys 5 years to create this. Stay close to your community leaders.
Yeah.
Stay involved.
What we did different than some of the other gurdwaras around in the area and in the country is that we had a master plan for the entire 40 acres. We built it in stages, but we had it planned for the whole site.
So you built it in phases, but you had a master plan. For somebody who has no idea, could you elaborate on the master plan?
Most of the people they will go ahead and build a small hall, and then they'll attach a kitchen to it. Then they'll add some more rooms to it.
Try to get all their permits later.
Yeah. So in that piecemeal, overall design does not come out that good. So if you just see how big the site is and you master plan the whole thing.
Start from the finish line down to the start.
Eventually, what would you want to have? So that's the master plan.
There's no surprises. Everything's up front.
Everything is on the paper, designed, but then you can build it in phases.
I love it.
So that will be my advice.
That's save so much time.
Save time, save money too, and the overall end product comes out to be very good.
I love it. See, that tidbit right there could have helped somebody somewhere in Germany building. I saw Gurdwara in Thailand too. I met the owner there that got that all done. But that's wonderful advice, Anji. But it might get loud. It's Wednesday night. Before we start walking, for those who don't know, real general, real quick, Sikhi 101. First off, what I was talking about is I'm very proud of. Did you see? Is it Fresno who did the Sikh campaign recently? You know what I'm talking about? They basically put a lot of money towards more social media type ads, and it's just general knowledge. I am a Sikh, right?
No, that is done from Washington,
D.C.
D.C. And Fresno area is just
adopting it
and pushing those ads that they're designed by a very specialist campaign company.
It sounds so small, but for anybody who's listening, I think that's so powerful.
Yeah, it is.
For the guy who is living under a rock, who has no idea, that's not Punjabi. Because then if somebody's having a conversation and somebody says something, let's say, no, they're not. They actually believe in equality. They're actually monotheistic, right? They're actually. But what's different? It's just simply awareness, right?
Yeah. So about myself, I actually have not had any formal education in Sikhi. I say that I learned it through the process of osmosis.
It's okay. Same here.
living
Same here.
living in a Sikh family,
Your father and mother.
father and mother, going to Gurdwara
Mm.
and picking a little bit here, a little bit there,
Mm.
And I went to school in a more Hindu environment
Interesting.
because it's
Rajasthan,
Rajasthan,
yeah.
It's then half Sikhs, half non-Sikhs,
Right.
So
And that's a beautiful thing. Tomorrow I'm going to attend a talk at Stanford from a lawyer. Maybe you'll be interested. It's only 1 hour, 2 hours, but kind of more focused on the 1947 partition and what she or he still feels is legally possible. Did you hear about this? No? Okay. But that's totally okay. Like I speak Punjabi, but not Dungi Punjabi. I don't expect you to be an expert, but just for the plain Jane simple, around 1500s, our religion's fifth largest religion in the world. We're monotheistic. We believe that there's one God. Please feel free to stop me as well. And I think the biggest thing, and you guys are going to see the Gurdwara right now. Everyone is welcome. Langar, we love all, feed all, and if you're ever hungry, you'll see some pictures. You can always come up. You'll be welcomed here at San Jose Gurdwara and with open arms. But I'm not an expert either. But essentially, if I could sum it up, of our history, around 1500s, Guru Nanak founded our religion. We had 10 gurus, which you could think of them, essentially guru means teacher, essentially as, I don't like the comparison of Pope, but one thing that was in my mind is after the 10th, around the 1800s, we stopped and then chose to write a scripture called the Guru Granth Sahib, which you guys will see in a second, and our very last guru, Guru Gobind Singh, helped to write that. It was a compilation of all of them. Yes?
Actually, the first 5 gurus contributed more to the Granth than the 10th guru. So 9th guru did. But
I remember now.
Most of the contribution is by the first 5 gurus to the Granth, and the 10th guru put it all together and gave it a guruship to the Granth.
I love it. And he actually, I think it was the climate of Guru Nanak in 1469 versus Guru Gobind Singh was completely different. Guru Gobind Singh was very war-stricken, right, at that time, and a lot of conflict between Muslims, Hindus. So fact check me on this, but I believe because, so many Guru Granth Sahibs were being burned and so forth, Guru Gobind Singh Ji actually recited it from memory, right, to have somebody write it as quick as they can. I might be wrong
Right.
about that, but other than that, there's so much information out there, and we encourage you guys and welcome you guys to learn more about Sikhism, learn more about Sikhi. Sikhi means learner, disciple, right? Disciple.
It's a way of life. It is not only to be practiced, but you got to be lived. Truth is the basics of it. But truthful living is above the truth.
That's a perfect segue. The 3 very summarized pillars: Naam Japo, Kirit Karo, and is it right? Sharing with others. Sharing with others. And so the 5 thieves, the 5 virtues. When you talk about the 5 virtues, which is truth, contentment, compassion, humility, and love. That's the way of life of someone who is Sikh. And oftentimes when you see Uncle Ji's wearing a turban, really, if you had to define turban, it stands for, would you agree, justice or integrity, of all those combined?
Turban, I would say it is to... the 10th Guru did that to distinguish, so you
Sing and
distinguish.
Yes.
And you stand out, and so if you do a good deed, everybody will know that's the Sikh doing a good deed. At the same time, because you are a Sikh, you are not supposed to do anything bad. That turban there helps also.
Right. Right. And the five D's, the complete opposites, is to do your best to stay away from lust, anger, greed, attachment to material things or people, and then ego and pride. Right. Ego is the killer of all relationships. I think that was amazing. One last thing is when you look up karma, different religions have different views of karma. I loved ours, which kind of almost has to do with the Kheti, that farming, that this life is likened to a field in which our karma is the seed. We harvest exactly what we sow, no less, no more. So essentially what you put in is what you're going to get out. And I remember researching that, and that kind of touched my heart, that that's absolutely true, right? About life. So I want to say, we're not completely done yet. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to take a very simple tour. I'm going to try to stay close to Mr. Bob Dhillon, and he's just going to explain from kind of a POV point of view, give you guys a little tour of the Gurdwara. If any of you who are interested, we more than welcome everybody to come check it out. And if anybody who's watching wants to get involved, wants to donate, wants to support, where do you recommend they reach out to? How do they?
We have it donation system on the website. Sometime it's not working, but it's being worked on right now as we speak.
So San Jose Gurdwara's website, they can go right through there.
You can donate there, and of course, if you do come to visit, you can donate physically. There are people to take your donation, give you a receipt for it, almost all 7 days a week.
Right. Wonderful. So now, guys, I'm going to save this on our other camera here. Let's take a quick live tour of San Jose Gurdwara, and I'm going to try to stay close to Mr. Bob Dhillon as he explains. So bear with me while I save this precious gem. I've done this before. I never saved my... can you believe, Uncle D, that was 53 minutes? Felt like 53 minutes we just talked. It felt like 30 seconds.
Yeah. You can edit that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, and I love putting in, and we're still live, guys. I love putting in a ticker symbol, which kind of gives more information, and following up. And I'll be sure to do that as soon as this saves. We're gonna keep on moving. So right now, where are we right now? We're in the conference room of Marana Ranjit Singh was the name of the conference room, right? That you guys named this? I believe I saw that above.
Okay, I don't even remember.
This is right outside the main Diwa hall. So now we're heading to the very front. That's where we like to start.
Right.
And usually the most
Beautiful scenery.
priceless. You guys are welcome to come up here just to see the view. Is unbelievable. You'll see people typically Sundays around noon, right? Which is when we gather. Wednesday nights as well. Is there a particular reason? Not really.
There is no particular reason why Wednesday night, but midweek, that's probably the reason.
Yep.
So people can come after work.
Right. I like the idea of starting from the very beginning of the front. I had this painting up in my room. Means a lot. I mean, so now we're going to start from the very beginning of the front, but we're documenting. So right now you guys are looking at. Explain it to us, Uncle G. Basically, the entrance, right?
Yeah, this is the entry building, and that's where most people will enter it from this side. And usually Nishan Sahib is in front of the Gurdwara.
What?
Nishan Sahib, we call it.
Mm-hmm.
And these fountains are not working at this time, but there's a water fountain. And the waterfall, you know, is very enjoyable when you come to the Gurdwara.
It's absolutely beautiful. And as you're coming up the parking lot, there's layers of fountain that we won't show you now, but I want to give you guys a quick shot of this beautiful view. And again, you heard the story earlier of the two parcels. The was it 40 acres total?
Yeah, this part was 40 acres. Well, actually it was a 60 acre, but Mirillo Avenue was cutting through it.
Right.
And so we bought everything east of Mirillo, which is the Gurdwara Avenue now, 40 acres east of Mirillo.
It all started with a vision, right? And then now you have
and we ended up with this waterfall because we had to terrace the sloping land, and rather than having a big drop here, you know, we made a waterfall.
Waterfallers.
Yeah.
Adapt. Just find a way. Okay. So now we're going to start from the point of view of your guys' next visit, and
now these lights are only put on during the Diwali and Bandi Chhod Divas and Guru Nanak Dev's birthday. So most of the time of the year, you don't have these flickering lights on.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So now we're entering in just as you guys are.
This entry building, we got doors on all four sides of it, indicating that people can come from all ways, from all directions.
Right.
You know, the same is true about the Mandir Sahib in.
I was going to say, same Golden Temple, the same
Golden
way.
Temple.
All four heads.
Right. So you come here and men shed their shoes, and the women shed their shoes to the right. Yeah.
And this is kind of instruction.
Take their shoes off. So the only other thing in this first story is the shoe rooms, the bathrooms, and the reception, 2 offices. And upstairs we have a museum, eventually a museum. Right now it's a multi-purpose room that's being used for Akhand Path and other smaller.
I absolutely love the idea. So upstairs is going to be essentially a museum of Sikh history.
Right.
Educate.
And you can see this indicating God is one.
That's so beautiful. Honestly, Uncle G, I never even noticed the Ekongad up there. And Ekongad means God is one.
Right.
Until now. It's beautiful. Okay, give me 1 second. Hold this for me. This Ramal is too small for my head. I'm gonna put on again. And this is where you would.
This is where we keep all the head covers. Yeah, you can put the head cover.
Right here would be clean for wash. You can hold on, Jack.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna put mine for wash and grab a bigger.
Most of them should fit most
I have a
head.
special big head. And what they do instead of folding it out, just make it bigger. That's what I was
Yeah,
doing.
maybe that's the way to do it.
Smart guy, Ron, smart guy. Thank you so much for doing this. This is awesome. So, if Eli, who's listening, would come, this is where he could find this. Or if you're a female and you didn't bring a scarf or something, you could use this. Because generally, we cover our head before we go into shoes off, wash your hands, right?
Yeah, right.
This is
So this kind of gives you the overall campus, North Hall, on my left, and South Hall on the side, the art gallery upstairs, and we'll be heading to the main Divan Hall.
and there sounds like Gurdwara. Perfect. Let's carry on.
So we're gonna shed shoes maybe closer to the Divan Hall. Same thing here.
Let's do it. Should we say hello? ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ ਲੰਗਰ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦੁਕਾਨਦਾਰ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ Translation in English of the Guru Granth Sahib. Horseshoe. Yeah. Chapter. That is my struggle. So we saw the Guru Granth Sahib. Now we will be heading to where usually right after people go to eat, correct?
Right.
Guru's Langar, also the Langar Hall. This over here is smaller Gurdwara?
That's the North Hall.
Okay.
I mean, the South Hall and the North Hall. Originally, when we opened up in 2004, those 3 buildings were there, and we were using one of the North Hall as in the one hall, and we were using South Hall.
Mr. Bhupinder Dhillon, meet Mrs. Bhupinder in the hall. Papa sitting to your far left.
Yes, I saw him.
Are you done? He's ready to go. Okay, we're gonna look at the Langar Hall and then we'll be all done. Okay. So the South and North Hall were done later, and
No, they were done first. This part of the building was done later in 2011, and all those 3 buildings were finished in 2004.
2004. I took note of this as well. So
The solar system.
Solar system, yeah.
Yeah, solar system is this plus everything on the roof. So all the electricity that we use is 100% solar.
That's amazing. You guys did a great job. So this is one of many parking guys, but what they did was they utilized, just like Eastside Union High School District has been doing recently, solars on top of all parking structures, and then as well as on the main Gurdwara building. So I'm sure they're at a point now where all electricity is running from.
It is all free.
It's all free.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the walk to the Langar Hall. It's a little dark here. It's labeled Langar Hall. That's on the building. So here at the Langar Hall, same rules apply. This sign here is please remove your shoes and cover your head before entering. You'll also see this infographic that's been around that I'll put up a picture of after. For those of you guys who are worried or nervous, like many of my friends are when they're attending a wedding, this kind of is a great go-to guide on everything you need to know. It says feed your body, feed your soul. We've done feeding our soul. This is the area now where we feed our body, but I'll take a picture of this for more detail for you guys, and it kind of tells you exactly what to do in basic. Remove your shoes, cover your head, wash your hands, and dress modestly. So now, Mr. Dhillon, going to show us the Langar Hall, a quick shot of it, and then we'll call it a day, which I think was a great tour. Sasikali.
भाजी पोतरा है पोतरा है
नहीं फ्रेडी है
So North Hall is being used for more appetizers for weddings, as a standing area.
Oh, actually, either full meal or appetizer, whatever they feel like.
This is the donation box.
Yeah, it's a donation box. We can feed thousands of people. Most of them sit on the floor, but those who cannot sit on the floor, all food is cooked by the assistance of the volunteers. We have 2 employed cooks. Everything else is the assistance of the volunteers.
It's wonderful.
We got two kitchens. 2 families can cook on this side, and then there's another kitchen on the other side. Big walk-in cooler and storage space.
I think that was wonderful. We're going to conclude this, but we'll have everything else edited and light up. We just wanted to say goodbye and thank you so much, Mr. Dhillon, for everything.
Thank you.